Today we are going to make the roast lamb leg, and for that the ingredients we need over here are, first of all, red chili powder, about 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, then salt, 1 teaspoon of salt, after that we need some garlic powder, so it will be almost 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, then ginger powder, again 1 teaspoon ginger powder, turmeric, we will take almost half teaspoon of turmeric, it gives a good color, a quarter of a teaspoon carom seed, then half teaspoon, actually 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, then 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder, one teaspoon crushed chilies, quarter teaspoon mace powder, quarter teaspoon nutmeg powder, after that we'll mix everything with a little amount of water and we will just put it over the nicely washed lamb leg. We will rub nicely on it, all these spices. Okay, after putting all the spices on the lamb, which we have actually mixed with water so that they can be rubbed onto the lamb, we are also going to put 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. This will give it more and more flavor. When you are rubbing all the spices on the lamb, make sure that you make small holes with some sharp knife so that all this paste can actually go inside those holes and properly it can be all over your meat. Then you have to leave it after marination for at least 3 to 4 hours. This way, when you are cooking, okay, the meat will already be marinated properly and it will be easy to absorb all the spices. You have seen that I have made a cut over here in the lamb leg so that it's easy to fit into this pot. After 3 to 4 hours of marination, we have to add up at least 3 to 4 cups of water. After adding up the water, you will put it on the stove. Okay, turn it on high, let it boil for a minute. Then we will put the heat on medium and we will cover it and let it cook for at least 2 hours. After every half an hour, you have to look at the meat. You have to turn it upside down so that the heat can be there from all sides and it can get steamed properly. After 2 hours of cooking and steaming in the pot, now this is how the lamb will look like. Okay, now we will take it out and we have to broil it in the oven. Now we are going to squeeze lemon juice, one whole lemon juice on both sides. First we will do one side. We will squeeze out half of the lemon juice. Make sure you take out the seeds as well. There shouldn't be any seeds. Okay. Now we are going to mix a little bit of ghee in some of the juices and some of this stock that was left over from the lamb. Okay, and then we are going to brush it on top of it. After that we have to broil it from this side for at least 5 minutes, and then we will turn it, do the same practice for the other side, like squeezing lemon on it and then applying a little bit of ghee with this lamb stock, okay, the meat stock, and broil it for 5 minutes on high temperature. This is actually going to give it some color and a nice barbecue touch. After broiling, this is how our lamb will look like. Now it's all ready. You can have it with some rice, some nice naan and chutney, salad, and some yogurt as well. Soak 2 cups of rice, basmati rice you can use, or any other rice if you want to. Soak 2 cups of rice in that much amount of water that they get drowned in it. Okay, and then leave it there for an hour. After that, the same water, juices and the stock of the lamb, we are going to use that, and we are going to put all the rice in it so that we can cook the rice in the same stock. Heat some oil in the pan. I will say about 2 tablespoons of oil in the pan, and I have 1 cup of carrots, shredded carrots. I have 1 cup of shredded carrots that I'm going to put them in. We are going to fry these carrots on medium heat. After frying these carrots for at least 5 minutes, okay, because now they are a little bit softer, now we are going to caramelize them by adding 1 full tablespoon of sugar. Fry them more for about 2 minutes. So after they get a little bit softer, and you can see there is a light color on it, see? Now you can add up the dry fruits. Whatever you want. I am using here raisins, cashews, as well as some of the almonds. Also a little bit of peanut. We are going to fry it for 2 more minutes. Do check the salt in your rice. If the salt is little less, you can add up the salt at this time before it cooks properly. And we will just wait 5 more minutes. When it's almost cooked, okay, like you can say 75% cooked, we are going to add up the dry fruit in it and also some fried rice, and we will just simmer it for 5 more minutes then. Fried onion and the dry fruits that we have fried. Okay, now it's time to put some onion in it, fried onions. That will be enough, about 2 tablespoons. And all that dry fruit that we have caramelized. We will also use that oil. And we will let it simmer. 5 to 10 minutes.
Go.
Okay, now this is Afghani Pulao with the lamb roast leg, some fries as a side, some raita as well as salad. Enjoy.